If you look at the straight lines though and the precision of it, you'll see it's laid in different directions, which gives contrast from the air, so there's even attention to detail about a look from the air, which is again another dimension of it. One of the things we've noticed is that the nodes of the wheat, I'll pull one out and show you. See these nodes? And these nodes have got little holes in them where steam has had to escape. And the scientist who's done all the analysis has basically put a bit of wheat in a microwave and it does this. It causes that to happen, it causes it to grow. Same sort of thing. And if you zap it for too long, then the steam, because it heats up from the inside, needs to escape, so it causes these holes. We found these in hundreds and hundreds of crop circles. So there's some mechanism which seems to be heating up the wheat.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Gary has convinced me that a bunch of blokes larking about couldn't have done all this. But I don't quite get the connection between crop circles and extraterrestrials. Luckily, there's a man coming up the hill who does.
Well, I think that energy and information, whether it's a legacy from our past or an otherworldly intelligence, is actually focused into the plants themselves.
All makes sense to me, son. All makes sense to me. You come across any circles that you would have thought are done by humans, or are they all totally from that mob up there?
Why would you go to the trouble of changing the direction of the lay of the crop there, and here, and there, and here, and then tufting it into a weave? Why would you do that?
I could actually just be running around with a couple of complete insane lunatics, you know, that are just wrapped up in this mad fantasy mystery world, but actually, you know, maybe these people know what they're talking about. You know, someone needs to try and explain it. What are you meant to do? Just ignore it? Have nothing to do with it? You know, like most people do on this earth, very small percentage you really take these things seriously. I mean, the same here, I was the same. I'd open a newspaper, I'd have a look at a crop circle and go, oh, that looks a bit mad, turn the page, have a look at a pair of tits.
I've heard there's a pub round here where some of the geezers who say they make the circles hang out. Because I'm so convinced that aliens have had their little green hands in all of this, I'm going to get in there and have a little natter.
Crop circles in England, decades of designs. Is it some kind of mockery or some kind of sign?
Matthew?
Hello, Danny.
Hello, sunshine. How you doing? So
not too bad.
It's a strong shirt you got on there, first of all.
Strong shirt,
lovely.
Strong day.
Now look, I've just experienced my first crop circle. Went up the hill, walked in it, a bit of a moment for me. Didn't know how I felt about it before. Now, I've been spending time with people that believe, obviously it's that mob.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was very impressed by how intricate they were and their designs are very clever. You're going to tell me otherwise, aren't you? I mean, what do you believe? What do you believe these crop circles are about?
Generally, yeah, I think you could say people are really doing this.
So you're saying that every crop circle that's ever been made is by humans?
Well, there's a couple that appear every year and we don't know who makes them, you know, but they are in the minor numbers and they're usually the simpler designs. Everything that's done by people is complicated geometry.
How many people would it take them to do, you know, 400 feet, say? I mean, what are you looking at?
Well, 400 foot, you need about 3 people and maybe 5 hours at night. If it was complicated, you add more people.
How many people?
Well, about three people. You could do a 400.
3 people?
Yeah. But you'd be working hard.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't think so. I've just been to the one, I can't remember what it's called, the one that's 1,500 foot. Right. One that's been added to 3 times.
Okay.
Is that down to you then, is it, Tom? Or can't you admit that in case you get...
I can't really admit anything because it's illegal activity. Yeah, you get nicked. Criminal damage.
Imagine getting banged up for that. What are you in for, mate? Yeah, crop circles.
Nice picture in the field.
Lasted about 2 minutes, didn't you? Yeah. Oh no, you shattered me fucking myth here. Look.
Laid out in the wheat fields under open skies. It doesn't take me too much to begin to wonder why. Are we living here all alone or always...
See, I didn't expect that. I thought I was going to go in there all guns blazing and go and listen, there's aliens. You know, the fuck do you think you are? You know, there's aliens out there that it's impossible for men to do that, but actually talking to them, it's easy to get sucked in on it. I don't want to just think it's some geezer you know, with his arse hanging out, running around, putting bits of wood on the floor. Of course you want to look, you want the fantasy, but it's just confused me even more, really. I don't want to write it off.
Well, there's a couple that appear every year and we don't know who makes them.
See these nodes? There's some mechanism which seems to be heating up the wheat.
You know, because I do want to believe there's shit going on up there and, you know, we're on the verge of something massive, but at the same time, you know, let's not underestimate human beings.
It looks like my search for hard evidence that aliens exist isn't going to be straightforward. But I've just heard about something so mysterious, even UFO skeptics struggle to explain it. Across the world, cases of animal mutilation have been linked to sinister alien activity.
His cow found dead along the Purgatory River. Her udders and reproductive organs missing.
Over several decades, it's been claimed that a strange series of animal deaths have a UFO connection. Ranchers have found horses and cattle dead in mysterious circumstances. In some cases, there are strange wounds to these animals, which look as if they've been caused by a laser, very precise cuts. Some of the carcasses have apparently been completely drained of blood. Other people have reported strange things in the vicinity of areas where these deaths have taken place. Lights in the sky, UFO sightings, and many people think that extraterrestrials are effectively harvesting these unfortunate animals, removing biological material, removing genetic material, and using this in some sort of breeding program that they're undertaking.
I've hooked up with Phil Hoyle, who heads up the Animal Pathology Field Unit. After dozens of sightings of strange lights above farmland, Shropshire has become known as a hive of UFO activity. Phil believes that aliens could be responsible for a string of bizarre animal deaths here, and is visiting local farmers whose livestock may be at risk from attack.
Hello. My name's Phil Hoyle and I'm from the Animal Pathology Field Unit, and we are a privately investigative unit looking into unusual animal deaths and disappearances in the county. We just want to know if you've had any unusual disappearances or any animals that might have been found with certain characteristics on the carcasses.
Yes, I have seen sheep.
Yeah.
Like that, and I can show you photographs I've got of sheep like this.
Right. Well, what always puzzles us is how the perpetrators can access the area. At times this would indicate that these animals are being sampled by something that's aerial. And even with helicopters, some of it would be difficult to access. So it's quite puzzling that we can never determine who's doing this or what.
You were talking about it has to have come from the air, and you said it certainly can't be a helicopter and all that. So you're almost giving him little hints.
I am, yeah.
Little,
I'm trying to suss him up, you see, because
he didn't go over them. What do you mean? What can it be then? Yeah. Come from the air?
Yeah. If I come along and just say aliens are doing this, the people think that I'm, in a nutcase,
Complete crackpot, and they think, oh.
Right, we go through a process of elimination, and when the farmers come through that elimination process with us, they realise that it can't be done by predators or the village idiot.
Yeah. It isn't showing round the head, it's showing more the throat.
No blood.
No blood seen. No. Like having had his head completely removed.
That's just something that's indicative of it, yeah. I'm not carrying shot to that. There's a decapitation sometimes even with calves.
There's no trace of the head?
No.
And the head's never found, never are they. And see, the predator wouldn't want the head. See, there's no value to a predator.
Right.
Okay, thanks very much for your time. Cheers now. Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Feel like one of the, feel like a Ghostbuster. This is a random farm we've picked, you know. You may think we've set this up a little bit. It looks like we've set it up, but Phil's never been to this farm before. It's definitely real and it's definitely going on, isn't it? You know, we can't deny that.
Off with your head. Dance
These attacks are pretty gruesome, but there are no eyewitness accounts to prove that aliens are responsible. I need to find someone who's actually seen a real-life alien with their own eyes.